we be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up. You can get you some game or you can get you a cut. We speaking all kind of topics from rich to poor. All negative vibes, get your ass out the door. We connecting with the people trying to get them some knowledge. Whether working 9 to 5 or trying to get into college. We talking business, religion, race, cops, sports, celebrity, health, ops, everyday life shit. We go through it too. Gotta have them new J shit, we blow money too. Who you vote for? Who your favorite sports team? Who you signing to? What's your deepest sports dream? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Elegant Cuts podcast, chopping it up. And today, I got a special guest. Well, I ain't gonna say guest, just like home, brother, you know. Somebody that I really, really admire, and I've admired the story. And I've admired everything about this man. I've seen him grow from work, from in God. I've seen the process. Let's say that. So I don't even know why I'm saying all that. Well, he can tell you himself. But and you know, y'all just open your ears. You know, and take a look, because you're probably going to see him on TV one day. Now, remember, I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all, so don't be fooled when y'all see this here. Just say, that man at that barbershop told me that man was going to be on TV. You know how we do it. But anyway, without any further ado, I would like my guest, my friend, my brother in Christ, Mr. Willie Richard Sr., to introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Willie Richard Sr., like my boy Anthony Cloud Sr. said. That's my brother, that's my friend, you know, just a great guy that I met some years back, and I'm more than a customer to him. And,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know it, you know, just some things you know. And I've always known I was more than a customer.
Of course, of course.
And he treats me kindly.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
We here, you know. We've been putting this out for, man, I don't know, probably about a couple years now.
Yeah.
2-3 years. You know, but hey, God's timing is best.
Yeah. I think I ain't gonna lie though, preacher. I'm gonna call you preacher. I don't know. That's just what I'm gonna call you. Yeah. But because you know that's pretty much what we talk about when we're here.
Yeah.
So you know, iron sharpens iron.
Yes,
so no, let's be fair with it. No, that's the word. So I realized something though, preacher. Going into where we were to where we are now, it's much feasible now that you're here.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
The process allowed us to come to this point.
Wow.
So, you know, not to say that we wasn't ready back then,
right?
But we sure ready now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you ready too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
You know, the smile tells a lot. You know, just to see the, I guess you can say the progress of where you were to where you are now. Man, explain to the people how you come upon going in the leadership role of God and following God and leading your family as well.
Well, it started through our transition, really, from New Orleans. When I came here, you know, like, man, God had stripped us bare, man. I came here with 2 days closed. We came in with 2 days closed, and, you know, we came here on a Saturday. We made it like the wee hours of the morning going into Sunday. We thinking, man, look, hey, we going to be back home in a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
But God had a different plan. And I'm glad he did have that plan, because his plans are better than ours.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we're supposed to be here at this time. We were supposed to be here at that time, at that appointed time. You know, we often talk about, you know, the process in and of itself, you know, whether it was, you know, just getting your foot on the ground, just allowing God to do what he wanted to do in my life, you know, because we were broken. Like, dude, like, home was home. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I knew no other place but New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? We have visited many different states, but not stayed.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And the thing that got me, when you knew that God was in it, I knew that God was in it when there were times we could have gone back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't, because we wanted better, not just for ourselves, but for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That was our main focus, you
Yeah.
know. And at the time, I wasn't even saved, but I had enough sense to know, man, this is a better place for our kids.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was it, man. I began to meet new people. You know, one of them was a guy I'll never forget, a guy named David Patterson. I met. Our sons were playing football, and like I said, I was still in the streets, man. Like, or I was waning between two different opinions. Because my wife was saved, man.
Yeah.
She've always loved God, and she tried to always impress him up on me. But at the time, I wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not knowing, you know, even that was part of God's process.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, man. You know, and I always tell you this, man. You know, even through the process of me meeting you and knowing who you really were.
Yeah.
Now I didn't know the old Willie. I didn't want to know that dude. From the stories you told me,
Yeah.
say, man, I don't want to know him.
No.
Now I don't want to know that dude, man.
I
You
don't
know.
wanna know him. That's how I always tell her that. I say, I don't want to know him. You know, I don't want to know him no more. Leave him where he at.
Yeah, you know, because being a bad actor down here has nothing to do with being a bad actor down now.
No, it's
You know,
different.
this man, you talking about there's levels down there, dog.
Yeah, it's
Different. And I get that, but I thank God for bringing y'all here because, you know, and I always tell you this because a lot of people need to see the real McCoy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people got, you know, I'm gonna say that they got, they ain't got the craft, they got the hill country.
Yeah.
They ain't no they ain't getting the main thing. You know, they getting the Dr. Topper. They ain't getting Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You following me?
I know exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
man.
So if when you have the original McCoy, the original thing, it's hard to depart from that because
Yeah.
you know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a product. You know what it tastes like. You know, but any alternate thing, it don't taste good too. It don't got that. It ain't got that sweet. Now I done had Blue Bunny, but it ain't Blue Bell.
Right.
You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So man, I ain't into all that, man.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
if I know it ain't good for me because it's a sugar.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be sweet to me, I want it to be all the way sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet,
yeah.
good sweet. You
Yeah,
know. And I don't want that. I don't want that Splenda in it. You know. I don't want none of that. You know.
And you know the thing about the knockoff version,
Uh-huh.
it always have you craving to constantly go back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you searching for, you know what I'm saying, what you know to be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it never quite appease your appetite, but it costs you more than what you would have originally spent.
Yeah. No, my granny
Bossy,
used
you got me going.
my
It's too
granny
early.
used to tell me something like this. She say, "Boy, you always got to run around here and try out a few things before you really realize what you have." And at the time, I was a young man. I didn't know what she was talking about. You know, I you know, granny's just talking. You know, old folk do. They just talk. We know.
Yeah.
And my grandpa would say this. He say, "Yeah, you know that boy. He's always taking them wooden nickels to the store and know they don't spend." You know, I ain't at the time. I ain't know none of that. You know,
Right.
but it also over time I've learned that you got to let your yes be yes and your no be no.
That's it,
You know, you have to.
That's it,
You know,
brother.
man, because even in the time that we living in now, man, you see a lot of things that are going on in the world today. And I know when you coaching basketball and you know, being in people's lives, especially the younger generation, you can see where it's not quite where it needs to be for us. You know, just being attentive to things.
Yeah.
You know, accountability.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Things that we grew up on that make us who we are. You know, with us being black males and having black wives and black children, you know, it's not easy for us.
No.
You know, we handle it very well.
Yeah.
You know, when we try to teach our children to do that as such, but man, But with the way things are going now, man, what would you say will be the turning point of people at least trying to even try to get back to learning or even knowing the principles of life of just doing the right thing?
First, we got to learn how to be more courteous. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
People just lost a sense of being courteous. It costs you nothing to be courteous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Every day we don't know what a person is going through. So just to be courteous or be kind,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying, toward a human.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all living in this here humanity. You see what I mean? We're all dealing with the same pressures. It may be given to you in a different form, but it's in me in another form. But however, you know, whether it's with our wives, with our spouse, you know, at work, you know, out in the community, you know what I'm saying? If we just learn how to be a little bit more courteous to one another and kind, you see what I'm saying? We often say, you know, let us be more sympathetic. I think the word sympathetic is cool, but I think empathy is more like it. You know, they're one and the same. But here's the thing about it. When you put yourself in another person's shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can really sense or you embody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The spirit in which they're walking in.
Yeah, of course.
Because here's the thing about it. If I've never been poor, I wouldn't understand what a poor person is like.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And you see that all the way from the highest levels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we have a leader, you know, who is just not empathetic.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you sit back and you look at his story compared to Joe Blow off the street, hey, it's like night and day.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, you
right
talking about
that.
silver spoon and might not eat.
Yeah.
So, you know, you know, and at the age he's at, here's the thing. He's been grandfathered in. You see what I'm saying? So at the age he's at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible for him to change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he needs to change as a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To show those who are coming behind him, or they're going to be walking in falsehood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a true statement. It's just, you know, when you get to a point, sometimes, man, I just think in life. You know, we expect people in high positions to do the right thing. We expect them to, you know,
We
do. But at the end of the day, man, if they don't have God, how can they?
They can't.
You know, because, you know, not, you know, and I'm just saying that because that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know, we live by a code to where, you know, we know that, man, I have my being in him. Everything that I do from my feet hitting the ground, I know I have to.
Yeah.
I have to, you know, admonish. I have to recognize who God is in my life for waking me up, from whether it's waking me up or getting me on the street called straight, whatever the sayings are, or that we live by that motivates us to keep pushing for God. I find with the things that people do and their characteristics and their behavior, they don't even know God.
No.
Because of their characteristics and their behavior.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, man. I have a 6-year-old son, and at the end of the day, he can't do nothing unless he sees what I do.
That's right.
Because I wake up with him. I'm with him almost all the time. Me and his mama.
Yeah.
That's all he know. He either gonna do stuff his mama do, or he gonna do the stuff I do.
Yeah.
It's very uncharacteristic for him to do something other than that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I realized that with people looking at this man, our leader, and they're thinking, okay, well, this is the way that we have to operate. This is the way we have to move. This is the way we have to do things. But everything is sneaky and hidden and have different motives and agendas behind it. It's not open. You know, the God I serve, my God, he's transparent. He looks at things and he deals with it accordingly. You know, that's just what he does.
He bring it to the light.
Yes.
You know what
so
I'm saying?
It's very difficult, man, to set back and see all this stuff go on, and then we have
hope.
Yeah, you know, you kind of get distracted, and you kind of get like like, man, is there anything good coming out of this?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but that's when our faith comes in.
Yes.
And I know you can attest to this because of your story, because of your lifestyle, and these are things that I know that you share with me. But what is one of the things that keep you motivated and keep you pushing? I know your wife do. I know Miss Yolanda gonna keep you. She gonna keep you going.
My wife, also, you know, I came to a point in my life, man, where I just wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't live without God. I can't be the best version of myself for her. I can't be the best friend to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know, it was something so simple we talked about weeks ago, and I shared that with you. You know what I'm saying about the whole, you know, the whole barber thing and how dude trying to present it to me, and I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, that goes against my character and who I am. And besides, my man ain't do me nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I believe, and this is what I believe: the seeds you sow, you're gonna bear fruit from them.
Hey, that's scripture.
And here's the thing about it, Doc, we've seen it together.
Yeah.
Man, that was things you told me just way back in the days, man. My credit score was 4-something. See, they gonna start me up in here.
Yeah. Hey, man, go ahead.
Yeah, and me and my man was talking like every time I had a you know, come and get a haircut. We just talking, and he didn't know he was planting seeds in me. You know what I'm saying? For me and my family. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we just talking, and he just would share a little stuff, but I was all ears. You know what I'm saying? And boom, before I know it, I was from 4 to 7.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, the rest, you know, to God be the glory. I'm gonna say that for one, because what if I didn't have an ear to hear?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The old me wouldn't have said that long enough to allow that to come into me, be planted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Allow it to be watered and take root.
Yeah.
And then grow.
But there's one thing you said though, preacher, when you first said you wanted it.
I wanted it.
So when you want something, Doc, you ain't gonna let nothing stop you.
No,
you know, it's no. I done seen your walk, Doc. I done seen a lot of things that, man, it motivates me, and it excites me because I know the conversations that we've had, but I also can pick up on some of the struggles that we both can share with each other as well, and you know, and it's not a bad thing. It's a progress thing.
Yeah.
You know, in progress, you know, there are a lot of things that are being shared. There are a lot of things being presented.
Yeah.
But it's also the experience of the progress that allows us to elevate.
That's it.
And excel. You know, had you not went to school, how would you know where you are? You know what I'm saying?
Well, how it all started for me was, you know, God giving me a vision. I remember years back, you know what I'm saying? Years back, you know, she was going to church, faithful, you know what I'm saying? I was on the fence. Might be one Sunday, hey, I'm real happy, I want to go, you know, the Spirit of the Lord there, I'm there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But then somewhere along the week, I get lost. You know, I'm not in the scriptures. I'm not praying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not building. I'm not allowing the Spirit to build that character.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. I remember going to jail. I went to jail. I'm on Sandy Point Road, and they wouldn't even give me a bond. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting there. I had never been in jail like more than really 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So to be there at that time, you know, for 8 days, you know, they sitting at my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and I'm in jail.
Yeah.
I'm talking to them on the phone. That right there really crushed me.
That was your turning point?
That was my turning point, man. That was my turning point. Yeah, and this was before a whole lot of other stuff that we've talked about happened. But, you know, because here's my thing, and I always told her this. I knew what I wanted at a younger age. So when I met her at 16, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell her now, like, I had 4 girlfriends at the time I met her. And it was just like this. Like, it was falling off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like leaves. I had a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? So when I made that decision, she come back from Virginia. Like it's like, all right, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Well, she was coming off a bad breakup. I was coming off, you know what I'm saying, being played. And but the thing is, I would play and I had all of this here going on.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that tell you how deranged I was. You know what I'm saying? It don't turn to nothing with the ladies. It tell you how deranged I was. I was hurt and hurting. All right? That be real.
Yeah,
I was hurt and hurting.
I feel.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when I met her, I knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And like when I seen her, I never forget like yesterday. It was like July 24th, something like that. And when I met her, I seen a female version of me. I didn't tell her that at that time, but you know, I did.
So what was it that you saw in Miss Yolanda that just caught your eye? That you say, hey man, I know that's gonna be my wife. Like how? Like
I could see something in her soul back then. You know what I'm saying? Well, without having been spiritual. Like I said, I seen. Here's what I'm gonna
talk to me, Doc. Talk to me.
Earlier that night. All right. Earlier that night, I was robbed in the Magnolia Project. Guy pulled the snug nose 38 out on me, and he walked away from me and shot another guy 4 times. So yeah, my life flashed before my eyes.
What?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he literally walked away from me and shot the other guy 4 times. We looking out the top of the window, you know what I'm saying, out off the 3rd floor, and the guy down there stretched out. Next thing we know, the ambulance coming, of course the police coming.
Yeah.
And you know, by the time all of that happened, once they scooped the guy up, we in the house, police come knocking on both doors. I'm not tripping. I ain't got nothing to run for. So hey, you come, do whatever. But they was looking. Somebody told them that the guy who shot that guy had came into the party.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why they came searching. It's like, no, by this time people had jumped out the window, ran out to the 2nd floor, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, when everything died down and all else had failed, here come this group of girls out of nowhere from another part of town. And she was a part of that group of girls that came.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I tell people, like the same night I should have been shot 4 times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met my wife.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we've been together since that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good stuff there, man, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, I know when we look for love, we look for qualities in certain things in our spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, or whatever you want to have it. But I guess you can say, to me, the simplicity of it all is the unified staying together. Because you can get with somebody, but the stickability of it, you know, you like the character of that person and the characteristics and what they do for you and this, that, and the third. But what about the stuff you don't like?
Right.
You know, will that cause you to walk away, turn your nose up and say, well, I ain't got to do. No, that I see a lot of young people that do that. You know, they with this person, they with them long enough to have a child, and then it's like, oh man, I don't think I can do this. You know,
have nothing in common.
Nothing. You know, and but I see that in the relationship that even at 16, even with you not even really in church, you know, but at the end of the day, she was. You know, my grandpa said, one of y'all got to have some sense. Yeah. You know, both of y'all can't be crazy. You know. So I too have understood that in the sense of the relative. You know, one may not fully be engulfed in church, or and the other spouse may be, and then that brings the other one on. You know, because to be unequally yoked, it ain't gonna last long. No, not if God really in it. No. Shoot, somebody either gonna get whooped with many stripes, or they gonna walk away from that other person, man.
Yeah. The thing that got me with my wife though was how patient she was. Yeah. Even like to this day, you know, she's persistent or consistent. She's very consistent in being patient. Man, I'm talking about, like, she was so patient, whereas you know, me being in the life and out on the streets, man, I was into so many different things, man, that like by this time, you know, she got pregnant and, you know, I had to drug her into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then some of her friends or acquaintances drug me in further.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know what I'm saying? At one point, we wasn't even living at home. We was living in a hotel, and she was big pregnant.
Wow.
We didn't have to,
Yeah.
all right, but that's the life we had chosen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we didn't care as long as we were together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah. But I had another lesson even in that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? One day in the hotel, her and her friend went to get us something to eat. I got the friend baby in the hotel. We in the Travelers across from the New Orleans Saints Training Center.
Mhm.
Doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? And when they were gone, somebody had called the detectives and said, "Hey, look, they dealing out this room."
Yeah.
They were right, but like I say, God been with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doc, when the man walked in the room, I never forget it. I had on canary yellow polo shorts. I had them flipped inside out, right? And I had the package in my back pocket. They searched all over the room. Never searched me. Never searched me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there holding the baby, you know, and even when they told me to get up off the bed, you know what I'm saying? They searched everything, but he never searched me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And had he searched me, at that age, I probably was going to do about 10, 15. Yeah, I was going to do about 10, 15 easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I took it as a sign. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
I didn't stop, but I just learned how to do things differently. I learned how
Yeah.
to do the wrong thing the right way.
Yeah. So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak. There you go. That's it right there, so to speak.
Yeah.
No, it eventually, man, I think through, you know, prayers from the ladies I loved, whether it was her, my mom, you know what I'm saying? That what has kept me here to this very day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I was raised by strong black women, you know. Grandmother was a Black Panther. So all of that's in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether, you know, so, but other than that, man, it's just been a fight to trying to be, or to be who God has called me to be. You know what I'm saying? I have no agenda. I have no want to be like anybody else. I don't envy anybody else, you know, because, you know, people say it nonchalantly. What God has for you is for you, but then when you see their facial expressions, their body languages, and their actions towards people, it's like, no, you need to clean that up right here. You know, you're a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, me, I don't like to shy people off, but I just focus on being me. I can't be nobody else.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't want that to be my focus. Whereas I'm, you know, trying to be or trying not to be. I just be me. You see what I'm saying?
Well, at the end of the day, he only made one Willie Richards Sr.
That's it.
So, you know, I just believe in this day and time, though, preacher.
Yeah.
Man, you know, what God is calling you to be is what we need.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no cap, like it's just what it is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have, man, if people were doing what they supposed to do here, why did he send you from way down yonder to move down here? If everybody doing what they supposed to do down here,
You say that all the time, man.
why? It don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Right.
Ride down the road and see how many pastors and churches is that. Man, if they doing what they supposed to do,
Right.
why he brought you way from
Yeah.
down yonder way to do that
Yeah.
here and here?
Yeah.
Somebody got fired and don't know they fired.
Man.
I'm just saying. I can't, you know, I can't put it no other way, man,
Right,
because,
right.
you know, a lot of times people get in position and they forget who they work for.
Yeah.
They forget the mission. They forget the people. They forget the caring. They forget the love. It's all about them. It's my ministry. It's no longer God.
Yeah.
It's my word.
Yeah.
It's no longer God's word.
Yeah.
It's my anointing. It's no longer God's anointing.
Even when they say it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's their righteousness, not God's righteousness.
No.
So, at the end of the day, I just believe that the time that we're living in, God raises people up for such a time as this. And you are one of the pillars that are here in the Bryan College Station area that God has raised up. Whether they like it or not, I don't care.
Everyday life shit, we go through it too. Gotta have them new J shit, we blow money too. Who you vote for? Who your favorite sports team? Who you signing to? What's your deepest sports dream? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? And we be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Chopping it up.